HIIT workout. I'm Dave for those that don't know me. So today's HIIT workout is as many rounds as possible, or commonly referred to as AMRAP. All you'll need for today's workout is a mat, some sort of chair, bench, wall, couch, even like something that you can put your feet on for decline push-ups. Or get your feet a few inches off the ground. Even that bench is going to be a little high. That'll make it a little difficult. But we're going to do the best we can with what we have because that's all we can do. Format of today's exercise is we'll have 2 groups. Within each group is 5 exercises, and we're going to try to get as many sets as we can in 10 minutes. The nice thing about AMRAP is you can rest when you need. You can also adjust the reps. So within today's workout, the reps are set at 10. If you want to set it at 5 instead, you can set it at 5 instead and count that as many as your rounds. You really need to make your workout your own, and that's where we can adjust our difficulty level. As we can adjust the difficulty of the exercises, we can adjust the number of reps that we do in each set. We can increase the rest that we take between sets. Whatever you need to do to make your workout your own so that you can achieve an intensity that you want throughout the whole workout, so that you don't stop at 10 minutes or at 30 minutes you'll feel like you can go for another 30 minutes. Without further ado, we'll start with our warm-up, starting with those arm swings I like to start with so much. So palms up, cross the body, turn the palms down, and then alternate which arm is on top. And I stay about shoulder height here. Maybe a little bit lower. A lot of push-ups in today, so hopefully that doesn't deter anybody. I'll be showing some modifications as well as another exercise you can do instead of decline push-ups if you don't like decline push-ups. But those will require a set of weights or a resistance band. We'll go into our lateral side leans. So I'm just going to take a step to the side, and then I'm going to focus on keeping that trail leg straight as I lean into that stretch. I'm not holding it, I'm just stepping through it, and I'm really focusing on the stretch. It's not a side lunge. You can do side lunges if you prefer, but this is more to get the inner leg working, get some of those lateral muscles working. We'll go with our alternating twist. We're going to actually go with our fingers interlocked behind our head. I'm going to step forward and then twist to that side, step forward, twist to that side. Just by having our arms behind our head like this, we'll open up the chest a little bit more. Really make sure that that twist is happening from our whole torso. I think I'm going to have to move that mat back for our workout, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So within round 1, I will demonstrate each of the exercises first. Around the world fire hydrants, because I won't be able to do much talking within the workout itself. I'll do my best. I want to make sure that everyone's clear on what we're doing beforehand. Around the world fire hydrants, I'm in that quadruped position. I'm going to kick my leg out, so extend my leg, bring it back in, and then down. So back, out, and in, and then from the front here, maybe that's a little clearer for you guys to see. I go back, I extend back, and then I come back out into that fire hydrant, and then in. Just making circles like that. We'll do 5 on each side. Decline push-ups. So I'll show you both things you can do here. So I'm going to use this bench for the decline. I'm just going to get my feet up on top. If you remember on Tuesday, we did these as well. My decline was much higher, though. It was much more difficult. And then down and up. Down and up. If you want to do something a little different and you have a set of weights or you have a resistance band that you can lie on to create resistance, what you can do instead is this decline, or this creating a decline almost by going into a glute bridge. My weights are at my side and I do a chest press instead. So you can go ahead and do that instead of your decline push-up if you find the decline push-ups challenging, because it is a little difficult to modify that exercise. Plank thrusters. I am going to move this a little further back just so that you can see all of me here. You may have done these with Justin if you joined Justin on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday this week you did these. Essentially, we're going to be in a high plank position, and we're going to jump our feet in and then jump our feet out. So it's almost like the last half of a burpee. If you don't feel comfortable jumping in, you can always step, 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 step out, step, 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 step out. And if that's even uncomfortable, you can always just go with your mountain climber. I prefer not to do these on the mat just because when I'm jumping with my feet, the mat tends to walk. Our wall sit with bicep curl. So the nice thing about the AMRAP is you don't need to focus so much on the wall sit. We're more focusing on cranking out the bicep curl. I'm going to sit on the wall, legs bent at 90-90. And then I'm just going to crank out my bicep curl so I can get 10 fast. If you don't have a wall that's easily accessible, you can always go with your quarter squat, half squat, full squat even, curls, wherever your level's at there. Elbows pinned at the side for the curls, right? All the way up, all the way down. And then last is our side plank with arm raise. So you can do these either from the feet or from the knees. I'll show you both. And again, you can either do 5 each side or every other round you can alternate. I'll probably do 5 each side just to make sure that I get even numbers across all the rounds. So that's from the feet. You can see knees and hips are off the ground, or I can even go from my knees and just lift that arm straight up and down. All right. I'm going to get some water before we start. I suggest you do the same. And then we'll jump right into it. 10 minutes, as many rounds as we can get. Excellent. Okay. So we will get started with the around the world fire hydrants. I'm going to face this way just so I don't hit the couch here. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. But timer starts out and I just started backwards. We kick out, go to the side, back, that's 2, 3. So you never even touch down. 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can go a little quicker with these. Obviously, you want to get as many rounds as you can. I don't want to lose form though, so I'm just going to go at my own pace. Do my best. I can tell these are going to be my sticking point. Good. We have our plank thrusters. Again, I'm not going to do these on the mat here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And our wall sit with bicep curl. That position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. And last but not least, our side plank with arm raise. I'm going from a low plank here. You can certainly go from a high plank. I find a low plank is a little easier. Good. All right, so we're on to round 2. Just count that up. That was really hard. Really hard group of exercises, 10 reps. So again, if you need to shorten your reps, feel free to do so. 1, 2, so again, what I'm doing is I'm kicking that back, bring it out, 3, and 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have our decline push-ups next. I'm going to do those modifications. 1, to give myself a little bit of a break. 2, to continue to demonstrate what that looks like. So again, hips are up. I'm in that glute bridge position. And I'm pressing those weights up. Again, you can do the decline push-ups if you don't have the weight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And you don't need weight on those wall sits too, you know. You can always just do the bicep curls with no weight, just working more of the legs. Or plank thrusters are next. Again, you can always walk it in. There'd be 1, something like 5 there, 2, 3, or of course, full 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just be sure. We'll all set with our bicep curl. And if you don't have your wall, you can always go with your squat, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Low plank with arm raise on my forearm's under my shoulder. I'm on my feet, hips are off the ground, and I'm just lifting my arms straight up in line with my shoulders. Good. That's 2 down. Halfway through. Take a breather, grab some water if you need to. Go back into those fire hydrant on the world. So kick back, out, and then back in. And I really don't want to sort of lean during this, right? Like I'm staying strong in this quadruped position the whole time. Decline push-ups are next. Put more water in my bottle this morning. Okay. Might get some on the break. Those ones are definitely the hardest. Just make sure you try to keep that nice straight line throughout. Difficult to talk during that exercise. So we'll all sit. I get into that 90-90 position, 90 degrees at the hips. 90 degrees at the knees. Elbows are pinned to my side. I'm halfway through. Good. And into our side planks. A straight line. We're staying strong. I'm going to give you another angle on this just so you can see how I'm lined up here and how I don't tilt. I stay nice and open. Good. Okay. Looks like we're going to get one more round in. 50 reps in anything. Certainly no joke. I didn't do plank thrusters on that one, did I? Nope. I didn't, so we'll get those in real quick. How could I forget about these, right? They're so much fun. Alright, there we go. How can I forget about those? Alright, we got 2 minutes to get one more round in. All 5 exercises. And I'll do those modifications again. Because I know there's more push-ups in the second half. This is a good modification. You can always use a little heavier weight if you want. I stop just before my elbows touch the ground, and that keeps my tension in my chest the whole time. Keeps that time under tension maximum. I don't really have a rest point there, just like I wouldn't in the decline push-up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I'm just trying to get through these so that I get this final round in. Before the time's up, I'll race it through. Keeping with quality reps though. Our side plank. Four, 5. Now, if only doing 4 rounds, I could have easily done 10 side planks on one side and then 10 side planks on the other on the next round, but I find this way it covers me in case I reach an odd number of rounds. Just stop that. And it makes it so I don't forget what round number I'm on. Alright, I'm going to go fill up my water real quick. You go ahead and take a drink. I'll be back in a second here. Okay. Grab some water. I'll throw up the next exercises so you guys can sort of peruse those. Okay. Well, I'll explain the exercises just like last time. For bird dogs, they're similar starting position as their crossbody mountain climbers. You might remember this exercise. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. I extend opposite arm, opposite leg. And I just switch sides. That's 2 reps there. We're going to do 1 on each side from the front Again, we don't want to wobble. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Just like that. Hand release push-ups. We're doing this one from the ground. So you can do it modified. That's why I didn't have modified push-ups in the first round, because we had our push-ups here. So hand release push-ups. What we do is we go all the way down, slowly lower ourselves, release our hands, push ourselves up. So you can do that modified as well, right? And from the knees, lower myself, push myself back up. You can do the dramatic, you know, hand off, push back on. It's not necessary. Really, the point of it is to make sure that you just relax the hands or the chest. And you can do that without releasing your hands. Crossbody mountain climbers, high plank position. Knee to elbow, or knee to opposite side elbow, I should say. And then from the front again. So you can see I'm losing all my hair. Knee to opposite side elbow, just like that. Squat with lateral walk. Essentially, every step is going to be one. I'm just going to find my mark here. Looks like that's going to do. I get into that squat. That's 1, 2, 3. So when I step, I get into my squat position first. So my feet are just outside hip width, maybe hip width. And then I take that exaggerated step out. And then I return to that squat position, okay? And then from the side, just looks like this. Right, nice and soft. And then last but not least is our side plank with leg lift. Again, you can do this from high or low. I'm going to do it from low plank. But nice straight line, as you can see. And we're just lifting the leg up, right? There's 1, 2. If you want to do it from modified, you can certainly do that. What I focus on in modified is just that I'm lifting my knee. I'm not trying to do that full foot lift. I find it just helps me keep a nice straight line. And again, with those 5 on each side. We're not on round 5 anymore, so I will clear that back. But we will get started in 3, 2, and 1. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You can always do 5 on each side if you want to keep tension there. Hand release push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice straight line throughout, right? 6. Again, if you want to do modified, 7, 8. Just from the knees, right? 9, 10. Perfect. Show you something you could do if you're trying to build up your push-ups. Crossbody mountain climbers are next. I'll show you that on round 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Squat with lateral walks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4. 2 more. 1, 2. All right, so I do that so I can stay even. Last but not least, I find these extremely challenging. I don't know about you, but I can't lift my leg very high at all without losing my plank form. Good. So I'm just going to use my hand to stabilize myself. And I think I have to go to modified on those on the next round. Our bird dogs are next. There's 1. I'm just going to hit that round up button. So
Oh, I tilted there. Because I'm going same side arm, same side leg. That'll never work. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's why you never think about what you're doing. And don't feel like you need to keep pace with me, whether you're ahead of me or behind. Just go at your own pace, do as many rounds as you can. So hand release push-ups, what you can do, this is really cool, this is a cool way of doing it, is you can lower yourself in that full position, right? And then push yourself up in the modified. That's one. And then I would lower myself again in that full push-up position. And then push myself up in modified, right? Really cool way of doing that exercise. So it's, I think, 3 there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Crossbody mountain climbers are next. 2, 3. I think that's 10. It's counting every other, because that's how I usually do it, but for AMRAP it's a little different. If you want to use a band for this too, you can go ahead and use a band. Make sure I'm in the shot here. I don't step on my phone. 4, and then I go back. And then just 1 each way. 1, 2. Perfect. Side planks with leg lift. And go from that modified position. I'm going to challenge myself a little bit more to keep that leg straight without losing my form. And the challenge with keeping your leg straight is just like anything, it's the lever is longer, right? So I picture this as my body, and I have to lift my leg that's all the way out here. That's a long lever. That's a lot of work for the core in the middle to do. All right, so we can count that up. We're about halfway through. We're on round 3. I never get discouraged with how many I've done, how many rounds I've done, because I know I'm trying my best. There's 8. And I know each round is 50 reps, so that's a lot. The modified push-ups. Again, I can do those lower, push up. 1, 2, 3. Or you can just go modified, right? Maybe you're tired out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Crossbody mountain climbers, almost skipped them, like the plank thrusters. And the first round, 2, 4, 6. Again, the angle on that, in case you're wondering, 8, 9, and 10. It's just that opposite knee, or knee to opposite side elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4, 1. Good. I was trying to stay nice and open the whole time. And I know my capabilities here. I know my side planks with the leg lift aren't my best exercises, but I'm going to try to keep my form perfect on the modified version because that's what I'm able to do. I'm not able to have perfect form on those full versions. So I know my limitations, and I work within those. I do my best. All right, last round here. We probably won't get in a 5th round, which is fine. It'll be consistent. And I know my chest is dying, so I'm just going to go with those lower and then push up in the modified. A little bit slower for sure, but I'd rather take my time to challenge myself. 4. Like I am really struggling here. I'm gonna keep pushing. I know I have 3 more. 8. 9, 1 more. 10. Oh, take an extra second here, because I know how much that hurt. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, squat with lateral walks. 4. I think I'm cheating a little bit, so I'm going to get low for my last 2. Good. We got a minute to do our side plank with lateral raise. Whew. Oh yeah, I'm going to go for modified because I know it's the kick. Now you might be thinking, you gave it your last round. Why aren't you challenging yourself with the full side plank? And the thing is, I am challenging myself doing this modified version, and I don't want to get sloppy. Right? Getting sloppy is how we hurt ourselves. We don't train the muscles effectively. So 4 of each round. Again, might not seem like a lot, but 400 reps in 20 minutes. I don't think that's anything. That's anything to cry about. That's a good workout there. We'll get into our cool down. I'll stop that timer. Bring her back to the main stage here. And just because we're done, and I'm pretty tired after that, I'm gonna go into my just good morning stretch, I think they call it. I like to put my arms in a Y. I find that stretches out my chest a little bit more. You might have a more flexible chest than me, and you can go arms overhead, and that will stretch a little bit more of the lats. But I find it's more critical for me, and I would say most people, to go into this Y and really try to stretch out their chest as well. Nice few deep breaths. Excellent work today. You know, AMRAP certainly can be easy because you don't have to push yourself, right? It's not like a workout like on Tuesday where you're doing 30 seconds of everything. And, you know, you have to work for those 30 seconds. AMRAPs, you can take breaks where you please. I'm going to go into that child's pose first. Reaching forward. Pushing my hips back. We'll push that into the cobra. So straight legs, drop the hips down as much as you can, bring the chest up as much as you can. And we'll go into our figure 4. On our back again. Probably should have done this one after the good morning stretch. Left leg is crossed over the right. Left hand through the hole. Right hand on the outside. Pull the knee towards the chest. And we'll switch sides. Right leg over. Right hand through the hole. Left hand on the outside. Pull the left knee towards the chest.
So if you haven't seen on the schedule, Friday, Donna and Franco will be leading a spin class starting every other week. You don't need a spin bike to join. You don't need a bike to join. You could use an elliptical. You could use a treadmill. You could use a rowing machine. You could use a recumbent bike. Anything where you could sort of adjust the resistance, adjust your intensity. You know, you could do this with a, we're going to stand up nice and slowly. You could do it with a skipping rope. You could do it marching in place where you adjust the intensity. Whatever cardio equipment that you can use or that you perform cardio modality, you can go with that. So we're going to do our chest stretch last. I'm grabbing my wrist behind my back, pulling my shoulders back and down. I'm in that nice proud Superman. I'm going to switch sides. I see I'm a little over time again. We'll wrap this up. I just like to make sure that everyone knows how to do the exercises clearly, whether this is their first class or their 20th class. We always want to be clear on our instructions, right? So that is it for me for today. If I don't see you, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope to see you on Tuesday morning for our beginner workout. Have a good day, everyone.